Hi everyone, today is day 45 and I was up walking around my place with my walker today, and by about 3 my legs were shaking. I get a lot of spasms. I know it's different for everyone with MS. So that's the hardest part for me, that my body feels like it's under stress, even though you wouldn't think it is because I rest a lot. But my arms and legs feel heavy and they're very hard to move. Now, my dad pointed me in direction, something I had never even heard of. So I wanted to share it with you. You may need a prescription for this. I know you do in Canada, if you can find it, but I want to tell you about it. Hey, Damon. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Okay, so here it is. It's called CBG. And these are the benefits. Now, by now, most people are familiar with cannabis, especially Canadians, because you're stoners, and I see you. And everyone's heard of THC and CBD, the two different ones. And please don't make me say them. And their effects, of course. But did you know there are many similar compounds in cannabis? A lesser known cannabinoid is called CBG, and it's new. And while not present in large quantities in most strains out there, it is nonetheless worth learning about. And there are a couple reasons for this. So the CBG is non-intoxicating as a cannabinoid, meaning it doesn't produce highs that are synonymous with THC. Now, because it is present in low levels, usually less than 1%, in most strains, CBG is considered minor. However, and this is amazing, THC and CBD both start out, as CBG. It's like the parent. And this is the THC and CBD are like siblings, male and female. So it is actually the chemical parent of THC and CBD, which is kind of neat. Cannabis plants produce CBGA, a precursor to the three main cannabinoid strains: THCA, CBDA, and CBCA. I know it's technical, but it'll be important at the end. Now, specific enzymes in the plant break down the CBGA and direct the plant into one of three lines, mostly, although they usually compare and have a little bit of both. But as you know, some usually are higher one than the other. Now, to obtain higher yields of CBG, breeders are experimenting with genetic manipulation, crossbreeding of plants. It's actually pretty interesting. And seeds specifically are being worked on right now to produce higher CBG content. In Canada, there is one company that's pretty old that actually has a high CBG oil. That's what they call it. They're not very exciting. And a flowering plant, because it's actually the seeds that you need. So scientists can also extract higher levels of the CBG by budding plants and pinpointing the optimum strain. But anyway, for this one, you actually still need a license. So the people that have went out and got them, it may be important. important. Now, the body's own built-in endocannabinoid system works to keep its balance and keep you in a state of what homeostasis. So you're about the same. And there are specific details about how cannabinoids work. But in general, this system performs different functions specific to each area of the body. For example, an injured state, this system regulates immune cells to limit inflammation. If you're well, if you're not, this is why and this is how the cannabis comes in. Now, CBG, which I just found out about, has been found to act on specific systems, problems, and the results of the medical use are very exciting. So receptors that are prevalent in eye structures, interestingly enough, the CBG is thought to be particularly effective in treating glaucoma because it reduces pressure in your eye, intraocular pressure. It's powerful vasodilator and has protective effects to boot. In animal experiments, the CBG is found effective in reducing inflammation, especially the stuff like inflammatory bowel disease. It's found to protect neurons in mice that have Huntington's disease, which is very similar to our Huntington's. So it's characterized as a nerve cell regeneration. CBG is showing great promise as a cancer fighter as well. CBG is shown to block receptors that cause cancer cell growth. So to keep you protected, like the use of stem cells, which even though everyone has stem cells or you'd be dead right now, the problem with almost everyone alive right now is we are not producing the stem cells we used to. It's why so many are getting sick. And you'd think it's because all the bad food and everything else going on, but it can't be. Because our body is made to repair. We can't because we're not getting the systems. This may be the answer. Now, European research, who's doing the majority of work on this and has been, and they were the ones who were selling it for the longest time, as a matter of fact, I think since 2015, I can look that up. It works as an antibacterial agent. They're using it for MS people specifically because there is a theory that's hardly spoken of that they don't think we have an illness in the way we've been told. They think we have a virus, believe it or not, and you can look that up too. So it is an effective antibacterial agent, specifically against streptococcus. It's really interesting, and it's used as in a topical formation too. So you can actually buy the oil here in Canada as well, but I think it's all over. Now, a recent study, and this is 2017, showed that forms of CBG is also a very effective appetite suppressant, believe it or not. So it will help you stop overeating, but it also helps prevent muscle wasting and severe weight loss that are seen in the last stages of cancer. So two different effects. Now, the one that really excites me, because it has 5 different effects on bladder contractions. Now, its inhibition of, well, inhibiting muscle contractions all over the body also is a wonderful, or could be a wonderful tool for bladder dysfunction disorders. Now, for me, because my MS affects all my muscles and it can make me spasm anywhere, this is exciting. The scientists are excited about the initial results of the CBT testing. There's a lot more work to be done, of course, but they've already done the hybrids here in Canada. And I found that one of the places, and where's the name? And it's beautiful. It's pristine. It's up in Whistler. It's where I get my chocolate from. See it? So I've ordered some. And the cool thing for me is it's non-psychotropic, so you don't get the high, and I don't really like that. So I'm going to tell you guys about it soon. I'm very excited about this. If this stops the spasming, then I can walk. I'll be able to at least start using the walker all the time. And that is a big deal. If I can't use the walker, I can't strengthen my legs. And I'm doing a lot of exercising and stuff without walking around, but I want to walk. So fingers crossed, guys, this could be a deal changer for me. Talk to you soon. Bye, honey. See you tomorrow.